Welcome people, welcome back to the channel. Just out here sitting in this Seat. It's not a rental, it's a giveaway. In other words, I've got it for a day while the Seat Mii is in for repair. Finally, hooray! That's half the story. So I'm sitting in this Seat Altica, I think they call them, or something. Very, very bland, but we'll come back to this later. So welcome back, like I say. Thank you for joining me. If you've not been here before, where you've been, say it all the time. Get subscribed if you can, or give me a thumbs up once you've watched this video. Helps the analytics. Okay, this one is all about Seat service and how good they've been and how long it's took. Bit of a shock on the period of time, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So I've got this FR thing. I don't know what the FR stands for because it's not sporty, it's not anything. It's a horrible crossover SUV thing, which again, we'll speak later about. But this is just to lead you into where this is going, and that is that I wanted to put Tesla service up against Seat and see the difference of what ICE is offering nowadays and see if it's changed any from when I used to deal with it many years ago, because I was in the trade at one time or connected to it for many, many years. And also Tesla's way of looking at it. And I know the Tesla way is in my eyes, up to date, far superior. So this is all about the Seat Mii going in for a bit of warranty work, which we spoke about, first of all, on October, 17, I think I first called them. Made the call to Marshall's, where I bought it, which is Nissan in brackets, where I bought it from in Leicester. They said, yeah, okay, Magic, we'll get it booked in. I said, okay, yeah, get it booked in. They confirmed this with an email. And then a day before I was meant to take the vehicle in, I get a call. Hello there, blah, blah, blah. Do you need to bring... Yes, I am bringing my vehicle in for warranty work. Well, we've thought about this and we feel it's a bit silly bringing it in to here when you could take it to our sister companies, Seat Marshall, just down the road in Leicester still, because it's a Seat, not a Nissan. I said, well, okay, well, I bought it from you. So, no, it doesn't matter. Still the same warranty cover. So then I took it on and thought, okay, can you get me in there? Well, here's the number. So the following day, because I left it too late, I rang Seat Marshall, or should I say Marshall's Seat dealership instead of the Nissan one where I bought it from. And they said, yes, we can get you in. It will be under warranty, but it will be until blah, blah, blah. And it was, again, 3-4 weeks away. Well, here we are at Seat in Leicester. Should be a courtesy car waiting for me, but there's not one here. So I'm to sit on my backside until they find out where they can get a car from. And the little Seat is out there. But I'm waiting now for either a lift home or maybe the courtesy car to turn up. This was booked weeks ago. First did it through Seat Marshall's Nissan. Told me not to book it in because I would have to bring it to Seat in Leicester, which I've done this morning. 1 hour 20 minutes to get from Barrow-upon-Soar area of Loughborough to here. And now I'm sitting on my laurels, 2 coffees in, a bit disillusioned by it all. I was hoping to get straight off. Yes, I ran late, but it's made no difference because the courtesy car is not here. We'll take it from there. There's the brand new Cupra Born. We've got a deal on in a minute with 0% APR. Quite nicely finished. With a lot of plastics here and here, look. People moan about the Tesla for having hard plastic, but this has got the same. So that's soft on the top there, hard plastics here. I'd have thought that I'd cut this out and had it see-through and done a bit of a different design there, but that's how it comes up on the dash when you get in a Cupra. And there you go. Seats are nice, not bad. Plenty of space in the back, although it does look a bit dark in the back. I've been told the headroom can be a bit iffy. USB sockets down there, look. I nearly bought one of these over the Tesla, but with what I've heard so far and the range and everything else, I'm glad I went for the Tesla, to be fair. Although it is nice, I do like it in this dual grey. There's the ticket price. And that's the Cupra Born. Then you've got it in this colour, which is even better. I do like this colour. This is on charge as we speak, look. There's the charger there. What type of charger it is, no idea. But yeah, that's a better colour by far. I do like that colour. I think one of the best things on this Cupra is the front diffuser and the way it looks, which is quite nice. Like I say, I do like this colour. And that's it. And we are right next to the King Power Stadium. If you just see there, look, there's Leicester City Football Club. Used to be at Filbert Street in Leicester. And that's where we are. Got the little red one sat out there, ready to go. We're just sorting me out a lift back to Loughborough. Got another Cupra one out there, look for sale, 23 plate, same colour as this. White one, you don't see many white ones. Another grey. Okay, it looks like I'm getting a lift home with a young lady who works here. I've just come up with an agreement that if I couldn't get a courtesy car, they'd run me back to Loughborough. So it's that white one there. She's got tray plates on it. Oh dear, bit of a letdown. But hey ho, they're doing the best. That's a weird colour on the Cupra. This is a customer's car I've just been speaking to. This is come in for an SOS update. Couldn't do it over the air, which is a bit weird, but there you go. Don't know why. Should have been able to, I guess. Originally from Listers. Okay, the saga continues, folks. We are now at the stage where it needs a module. Now, this module, I have no idea how big it is, how small it is, how expensive it is. They're paying anyway, so I don't really care. But it needs a module. So I've now got to book it back in again, get over to Leicester again, book a car this time, hopefully, and get one again, and then come back home, and then on the same day go back to Leicester once this module is fitted, and hopefully pick it up. Well, we'll see what happens, because I've got a sneaky feeling it's not going to be the module. So they gave me a date now of, when is this? Blimey. January the 18th. January the 18th. It's now December 13. I went yesterday. So, all right, I understand it's Christmas. I understand it's New Year. Wow. To get a module in and to get it rebooked in. Anyway, I'll go and I'll see what happens. Oh, another day, another dollar. I'm back in at the Cupra dealership, stroke Seat dealership in Leicester. Car back in again for that heated seat problem. It's now the 18th of January. Details all took, making myself a coffee, and going to hopefully get out of here soon. So, yeah, another day, another dollar. Luckily, it's not costing me anything, so...
15 minutes later.
Okay, here we are, waiting for the car. I've got a courtesy car, it's just getting it defrosted. Hopefully it should be done within a day, and I'll get back later on towards tea time. So, lovely bright day, but bloody cold out here today. So there you go. Okay, just turned into this BP here. I'm showing 5 on there, look. Unbelievable. I've now put £10 worth in. That is the first time I've actually spent anything on fuel, fossil fuel, for my own use for nearly 3 years. Wow, that hurts. Only £10, and now I'm back up to this. Let me show you. It's telling me I've got 65 mile in here now, look. That was as low as 5. When I picked this thing up, it read 15, and I thought, cheeky devils, they know I've got to get to Loughborough from the other side of Leicester with 15 miles. And you'd think that they'd have actually put some gas in it, some petrol or whatever. I thought you'd get an electric car for an electric car, even at sea. I thought I might get a Cupra, but it ain't happened. Anyway, I'm gonna get back home now and continue with this when I get home. Now, I know this might bore you, but this is called a Seat Etica. Okay, this is the one that I've actually got as a courtesy car. Does absolutely nothing for me whatsoever. I find it very, very boring. Build quality, some odd plastics obviously all over the place, no more than or no less than any other car. It is what it is. 6-speed manual. What in the hell? Who is buying a 6-speed manual in this day and age? 2024. This car's a 2022, I believe. 72 plate. Could be early 23. Yeah, it is what it is. 12,000 mile on the clock. Baggy on the seating at the bottom there already. Look, you notice. This one's not too bad. It's not been used as much, but it's still showing a bit of baggy. Hey-ho. This is the FR model. Don't ask what you get for being an FR over a standard. I've no idea. It does have roof rails. I'll show you in the back here. Absolutely nothing special whatsoever. A couple of USBs down the bottom there. And then here you've got the rear. Technically knows what's missing in here because it's obviously a courtesy car, but that's the kind of luggage space you've got. Again, that's manual. Let me just show you the dash again. Electric seats, preset, which is okay, which is good. Welcome, it says. Let's see what it does when I start this thing up. And there you go. Let me just turn this radio down. Outside temperature is now 0. All this is, it is what it is. It's quite easy to use, very functional. This is not bad. If you've got 2 or 3 kids and you want a boring grocery getter, then this crossover SUV thing, whatever it is probably what you're into. Now, as regarding how it drives to the Tesla, there is no comparison. 6-speed manual to me now after driving an EV is absolutely atrocious. You go forward, you back, you forward, you back every time you're in traffic. And if you're in the 6th gear here, top end, you know, and you're doing 40, you put your foot down, it doesn't go anywhere. You've got to change gear, and I just don't get this manual thing anymore. Wow, I don't get it. Maybe it's me. Maybe I've been spoiled. You know, this is something I would never buy, would never want. A petrol 6-speed manual car, which is pretty gutless. And I also have to say that the traction control on this, the TCS is terrible. I found that it was just uncontrollable. You put it in first or second to move away, bring your clutch up, and it was spinning all the time. And to go into a filling station for the first time in a long time, wow, not happy about that at all. £10 of fuel put in. It's still showing this. Look, I'll show you. 100 mile on the range. It's about 1.5 gallons gone in that. I don't think I'm going to get 100 mile back out of this. Don't buy one. Don't waste your time. Just go out and buy an electric car. Just dinosaurs these are nowadays. Sorry, but they just are. Thank God it was a loaner, not one I'd bought. Yuck. So this is what it's done. I picked it up from Seat with a measly, oh mate, you might have to put some petrol in it. Okay, I said thank you, got in it, drove it out the dealership, showing 15-mile range. Well, that 15-mile range, that disappeared. That all of a sudden became 10 mile. And so I lost 5-mile range in less than 2 mile. I did 1 more mile. 1 mile. It read 5-mile range left. And I've been driving this thing very, very easy. So I've got 5-mile range. I've done 3 mile now through Leicester City Centre, and I've used 10-mile range. So anyone who tells me about EVs and their range being all over the place, don't even go there. This is a petrol. This is a modern car. And for it to tell me that is ridiculous. So I get to the BP, 5-mile range as it said left in. I put £10 worth of fuel in it, takes it to 65 as soon as I get back in. I then drive down the road and I drive around a mile and it shows 75. Okay, it's establishing itself where it needs to be with my style of driving. I understand that. I've been into cars for 50 years, folks. I know how they work. With another mile, it's gone to 85 mile. With another mile, it's gone to 95 mile. And by the time I'd done 4 mile down the road from putting this £10 worth of fuel in, which is about 1.5 gallons, 1.5 gallons, it's reading 105 mile on the dash. Okay, so will I get 105 mile for £10 worth of fuel? I doubt that very much. But that's what it is. So it just shows how it needs to establish and evaluate itself within 4 miles to tell me from it was good for 60, now it's good for 105. And as regards the other side of it, the downward side of it, the low side, how it goes from 15 to 5 within 3 miles is ridiculous. Come back, Tesla, all is forgiven. Well, before I take this back and before I get my car back and see how long it takes, the staff there have been great. I can't knock the staff. I will knock the fact that I didn't get an electric car because I took an electric car in. That I still don't agree with. I think that if you take an electric car into an electric car supplier, you should get an EV back. Okay, people, we have an update. I can't even finish this post, so I'm going to have to end it pretty soon here and then finalise it when I get to the end of this drama. They're basically saying now that they've fitted this module, no question marks above me for this one. God knows what it is. No idea. They fitted it and it made no difference. They're now telling me it's the heater element. Check the heater element first. They said it was this module because it was on a diagnostic machine. I'm going to stop doing that. But no, it has annoyed me now because it's not being repaired at all at this stage. So I can't finish this post off. So what we've done, we went back over, picked the Seat Mii up, which is just facing me there, the other side of this camera. And they said they'd be in touch to rebook it in once they got the part. Now, this brings me to the second part of this, where I am with it at the moment, and it's bloody annoying. I can remember back in the day when I was buying parts for cars on a daily or weekly basis because I had a lot to do with the auto trade, and I was repairing cars and I was getting them ready for MOTs and doing welding on them, and I've kind of like done it all with classics and the day-to-day vehicles that we used. And the dealerships, i.e. Ford and GM that were over at the time, and all the good ones, even Vauxhall, they always used to have a major league parts department at the back of the dealership. Where are they gone? Where have all the dealership parts departments gone? I used to go down to Ford in Loughborough on a Saturday morning and say, oh, have you got this? Look, blah, 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 there's a part number, whatever. I want to fit it today. Yeah, hold on, I'm just going to check. Oh, yeah, there's one in stock. Normally, you came away with it. Now, if you couldn't get it, sometimes they'd go to another Ford dealership in Leicester, Nottingham, Derby, and get it bought in for you if you was a trade. And so sometimes you got it within 2 hours if they didn't have it on the shelf. Other times it would be the next day delivery, but you get it within 24 hours. And there's another twist to this as well. It turns out that it's not just the parts that have been the hold-ups. It's because I've wanted a courtesy car. This is where the truth can be twisted round for waiting for parts, or we can't do it because we haven't got a courtesy car, so we can't book you in till blah blah. By the time I get this car back from the dealership done and dusted, it's going to be, I can just see it being near the end of February. In fact, I'll give you the date they've given me. February 22. Feb 22. That's nearly 4 weeks away. 4 weeks. Now, they're not blaming the fact that the part's not available. They say they've got the part virtually. They could get it in following day. It's because I want a courtesy car. So this brings me to the next one. If big dealerships want warranty work and to get paid by Seat, because that's what it will go back to, they'll just charge Seat, the dealer. If they want that kind of work, well, have more courtesy cars available. You know, if anyone asks for one and you're taking your car and you're desperate for a car that day, have more available. They've got a massive fleet of cars for sale out front. Take one of those out, you know, and give it to someone, give it to a customer. Don't let them down, or don't have to wait 4 weeks to get your name on a courtesy card. It's just absolute BS. So it's another thing now that's really put me off about, you know, European dealerships. And Seat, well, you know, I can't blame the staff. I can blame the system. Not enough courtesy cars and not having any parts on the shelf anymore. But yeah, just take from this that what I've gone through, and it's now going to be Feb 22 before I can get the car back in again. Like I say, crazy. So from October 17, 2023 to February 22nd, 2024, do the maths, work out how long it's took just to get an heater element in my seat, in my little Seat Mii. And the wife said to me at the time, don't bother, I'll never use it. I'm not having a go at her, but I drive the car. When I drive it, I like to have a warm bum. Take that as you see it, not as it sounds. I just like to be warm. But if I knew it was going to take this long, and what will be 4 trips now to and from Leicester. I wouldn't have even bothered. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gave you something to realise about dealerships and the way they work and courtesy cars and everything else here in the UK, especially if you're my American or Indian watchers. So please subscribe if you already haven't done. I want you to come on board, and don't forget some big stuff coming on in this year of 2024 onto the channel. See you later.